No more Shama.
What is up, ladies and gents? It's your boy Jermaine Event, main on MMA, and today we are checking out this video from VampiricLegz about Ali Abdelaziz, ladies and gents, the piss poor puppeteer. Every time we see like these fighters from Dagestan, these fighters that don't speak English, all right, suddenly talking trash in English on Twitter. Everybody knows it's Ali. Everybody knows it's just the manager Ali talking trash. All right. It's no secret here. At this point, fighters, even like Alex Pereira, are addressing that, like most fighters address Ali in their response to whatever fighter is talking trash. So let's see what VampiricLegz has to say about Ali Abdelaziz. How's Noah?
Ali Abdelaziz is back, and it might be worse than ever, ladies and gentlemen. His greed and personal business interests are once again hurting his fighters' reputations. Let's break it down. I won 3 out of my last 4, only losing in an exhibition fight.
What's an exhibition?
I have to fight for the belt.
See, that's what's crazy. Is he assuming that Ali wrote for Justin Gaethje? He even tweets for Gaethje? Gaethje speaks perfect English. I don't know about perfect, but he speaks English. I saw this tweet, and when it says only losing in an exhibition, when I saw this tweet, honestly, in myself, I lost respect for Gaethje for calling that BMF title fight against Max Holloway an exhibition. I thought that was crazy, but that could have just been Ali trying to diminish the impact of the loss for his client.
Dana White, I am ready. Is that what we're calling it now? Is that why Poirier got a title fight off of beating BSD, despite losing to Gaethje because it was an exhibition? It doesn't look like an exhibition on Wikipedia, pal.
Doesn't look like an
exhibition. Two of those 3
exhibition.
wins were Rafael Fiziev, who is a relatively good matchup for Gaethje. If you're going to tweet as a fighter that you represent, at least make them look good and stay consistent. Gaethje said at the press conference that he would ideally like to fight Islam next. He wants to get to the belt, but he said very specifically that he wasn't going to argue about him deserving it more than Charles or Arman. Justin Gaethje is super likable, very down to earth.
That's what I'm saying.
Fighter, the whole deal. And Ali,
the tweet made me go like, whoa, Justin saying this? And it honestly didn't occur to me that he would have someone who has a much less grasp on English than himself tweet these things for him. It's weird. I didn't think Ali was tweeting for Gaethje, but he's got a strong hold over all these people. Is he tweeting for Kamaru? Goddamn.
Ali is fucking ruining it for him. Only about 50% of the people I've seen on Twitter know that Abdelaziz
It's literally
runs
not
Gaethje's
just
social media
like, it's
accounts.
not.
This has legitimately hurt Gaethje by making him look delusional.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that felt that way. I saw that tweet. I was like, dude, Gaethje, come on, bro. If you beat Max, I guarantee he wouldn't be like, never mind that fight. It was just an exhibition. No, but you got knocked out. And he tweeted like, and it's just like, honestly, with Yuri, maybe he mentions Yuri in here. When they talked about what Ankalaev's account was saying about Yuri, Yuri was like, well, he's fake because I've seen him at the PI and we've had nothing but kind things to say about each other. And he's shown me nothing but respect. And then Ariel was like, but everyone's pretty sure it's Ali tweeting that. And he's like, it doesn't matter. If you're letting this man tweet these things for you, like that represents you. You have to stand on it. So all this, oh no, it's just Ali who's saying these things. But you guys, even Justin Gaethje, who speaks English, is fully aware of what he's saying on his account. You got to take the blame for that, Justin. If you're letting him call that fight an exhibition, then you take the backlash for him calling an exhibition. It's you on your account calling an exhibition, no matter who wrote it.
I believe later that same day, retweeted a Gaethje edit. Ali obviously forgot to switch accounts again. He can't keep getting away
What did you
with
do?
it.
Oh shit, I missed something there.
Switch accounts again. Retweeted a Gaethje edit. Ali obviously look delusional. Magomed Ankalaev, I believe later that same day, retweeted a Gaethje edit. Ali obviously forgot to switch accounts again. He can't keep getting away with this. Khalil Bumtree upset, I beat his daddy, let's go Jamal. Didn't spell Jamal correctly, but whatever. And this is because Roundtree was somewhat emotional in between rounds 2 and 3. I did the exact same thing. I went, huh, Alex dodged a bullet there. It was stressful stuff, and that's simply a sign that you're invested, right? I would be more surprised if someone hasn't had that kind of moment. Like, it's maybe not the greatest example or comparison, but after Holloway Gaethje, they panned to the fighters in the front row, and everybody was yelling and saying holy shit, and putting their head in their hands. Khalil is a good dude. Maybe a bit more emotional outside the cage than other fighters are, but there's nothing wrong with that. No. And just like how we're going to get to Yuri in a second here, these are beloved fighters.
I'm glad he's going to get to
them
Yuri.
On Twitter. You're not helping your fighter's popularity, you're actively hurting it. Your manager and my manager have a good relationship. We can let them handle that. See you soon. Ali patting himself on the back here is fucking gold. Yuri is a terrible fighter. I think you're a fraud, and so many guys deserve it more than you. Like who? No one else in the top 5 is coming off a win.
Yeah, who?
Depending on how bad Blachowicz looks, Olberg might not even deserve it. Jan has had double shoulder surgery, and if Olberg takes him to a back-and-forth kind of nothing decision, he won't be ready. MMA Joey, like always, has been deceitful on Twitter, right, saying that Nikita Krylov should be next.
Why not?
He's ranked 8th, and
I think Krylov should get more looks than a lot of the people in this division. Krylov gets fucking overlooked. All right? Krylov should get a shot here. I don't care if you guys, as casuals, don't know Krylov. I don't usually rocks with MMA Joey. All right? I think he's kind of crazy sometimes, but I do believe Nikita Krylov is getting skipped over too much here.
Roundtree was 8th when he fought Pereira. That's just a completely false equivalency, because Alex fought at 300 and 303, burned through contenders, and was going to be the headliner on 307 because no one else wanted to fight in Utah.
Through contenders?
And God forbid Pennington versus Pena was the main event. Big Ank wouldn't show up on short notice. I think it was about a month, maybe 5 weeks. And he wanted to be on the UFC 308 card in Abu Dhabi. They weren't going to load up 308 with Topuria and Alex. They wanted to spread their star power out a little bit. So they looked a little bit down the rankings, and they found a guy who would make for a stylistically interesting action fight. And that's what it was. Everybody afterwards thought it was a great fight. Maybe not fight of the year, but the fact that Roundtree was winning rounds, taking it to Pereira.
I didn't think it was a great fight.
Ankalaev, as much as I want Nikita Krylov to get his win back, I think it'd be so funny, has contenders. He has options. Pereira rematch, Yuri Prohaska, the winner of Jan Olberg, the winner of Hill Roundtree. Some of these guys are going to have to fight a second time to get to contention as well. Be fighting, but Ankalaev winning has blown the whole division wide open.
I think Krylov beats
also trashing
like
John
half of
Jones,
that top
which under any other
7.
circumstance, I'd be okay with. But if we remember who exactly Ali Abdelaziz represents, if we look deep in our memory banks, Islam Makhachev. The only other guy right now vying for that top spot is John Jones. The pound-for-pound list is illegitimate, doesn't make any sense. Why is Pantoja so low? It's fucking stupid. It's mainly a marketing tool, but it can also be used as a negotiating tool. As a manager, or as a management company, having the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter just sounds really good. And me personally, I think John, a little bit of his ego wants him to be pound-for-pound number 1. He's brought it up to Dana before in the past. So Dana can pit John Jones's as well as Islam Makhachev's management against each other, using the pound-for-pound list as leverage. Dana personally only rated Makhachev above Jones after the Renato Moicano fight. Things make no sense. So if Jones wants to regain that, regain some legitimacy, Dana offers him the Aspinall fight from a slightly better place. Ali Abdelaziz shitting on Jones isn't about Jones being a shithead, it's about promoting his guy. And all of this shit puts me in a really weird position, because I want to root for these fighters. I've talked about it in other videos. I like Gaethje, I like Makhachev, I like Beneil. Despite what people are saying, I don't hate Ankalaev that much. He has a cafe, I think that's pretty endearing. But seeing Ali Abdelaziz succeed as much as he did at UFC 313 makes me throw up in my mouth a little bit. Because he predicted this. I'm going to pull up the tweet. I don't know exactly when it's from. I'm sure it'll say here. Makhachev should fight Gaethje after he beats Hooker or Beneil after he beats Moicano. We knew he was going to push for this fight. If Gaethje was anybody else, he would have to get more wins. It's true. He's a great fighter. On a one-fight winning streak. Who has shit the bed in title fights against grapplers in the past. Everything is working against Justin Gaethje. So it makes me think that Ali is somewhat setting up Gaethje to boost Makhachev's prestige and legitimacy with a easier title defense than maybe
just a popular
an
guy.
Arman or a Topuria or an Oliveira. I think those are harder matchups for Islam Makhachev than Justin Gaethje. Not like Justin's going to throw the fight or anything. It just seems like a bit of a foregone conclusion. Gaethje at the post-fight presser said that he would have to fight the perfect fight to beat Islam Makhachev. When has Gaethje done that in the past? He's always been hittable. His takedown defense is good. His chin has now been cracked again. He proved some people wrong with the Fiziev fight. But I think Makhachev might hit harder than Fiziev, and he can make...
Gaethje got hurt in that first round in the second fight. Like, where he was like, for a second, and then like, he bit down on the mouthpiece and just kept coming forward. But he got rocked. Definitely got rocked.
In the threat of the takedown. Gaethje's wrestling is good, but is it Dagestani good? Has he improved a lot since the Khabib fight? That was his prime. That was the best Gaethje was going to get. Now we're a little bit on the downswing, right? Still phenomenal, but Makhachev's in his prime. He matches up well. Justin has issues with submission defense. Seems a bit silly at this point. Oh, and it gets worse. Ali Abdelaziz is now in the boxing business.
Oh, what?
Why couldn't he just represent a power slap fighter or something? With the announcement of the TKO and Saudi Arabia Boxing League, Ali has thrown his hat, his big, massive, comically sized hat, firmly in the ring. So we can look forward to him being this boxing league's manager of choice and ripping off a whole new subsection of fighters. Let me know your thoughts on the Ali Abdelaziz situations, plural, in the comments section below. It's now a trilogy of videos, so check out the first two in the playlist in the corner. Shout out to Hello NPC and Shauna for becoming Vampiric Enjoyers. You too can get your name read out at the ends of videos just like them. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Shout out to VampiricLegz, man. I didn't realize Justin was doing it too. Damn, he's really... I think the only people who are really paying attention to this are hardcores like myself. I don't think casuals are paying attention to what these fighters are tweeting about. So, like, he's only hurting Big Ank. Big Ank looks crazy. But at the same time, a hardcore like me that's watching this is aware that Ali is tweeting these things to Yuri. We're aware that it's Ali that's talking trash because in the post-fight press conference, Big Ank is being nothing but respectful. He's like, everybody gets a shot. He's like, I'm not going to be that kind of champion that picks and chooses. Everybody can fight for the belt. I'll fight everybody, is what he said. And then, like an hour later, his account is tweeting like, oh, you're a terrible fighter. You don't deserve a title shot to like Yuri and just talking trash. You know, you're doing nothing but hurting your fighters. How do the fighters not see this? Like, how do they not see how everybody's like, dude, this guy is making everybody look bad. And everybody just stays with him. I mean, he's the number one manager. He's the one that can get these things to happen. It seems like he works for the UFC rather than the fighters is what it seems like to me. But thank you, VampiricLegz. You guys head over there, give him a like, give him a subscribe. Tell him Jermaine sent you. Yeah. And then let me know what you guys think about Ali Abdelaziz and his nonsense. Like, is it Ali, or do you think Justin and Big Ank are just crazy enough to say one thing in the post-fight press conference and then they're crazy enough to immediately contradict themselves in their tweets? Let me know what you guys think about Ali. Do you think this guy should be like kicked out of the fight business, man? This is crazy to me that he's allowed to just ruin these fighters like image as he does. But let me know what you guys think. All right. Thank you guys once again, and I will see you guys soon. Be easy. I'm more Francis Ngannou. I be the biggest problem out of any nigga I know. A little old
school like some 45 vinyls. You niggas old duels, what that do to the wino? I do it the commercial way, pay without the splits.